Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back.
We back.
Mm-hmm. So I'm so happy you're back again, obviously. So just like and subscribe while you're at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how are you feeling about this whole Billie Eilish, Kanye, Travis Scott triangle?
So I didn't even really know about it.
Coachella.
I didn't know about it until you told me about it. That's how much I was paying attention to that. I do know.
Girl, this is breaking news.
Okay. So I do know what happened with Travis Scott and his concert, the Astroworld thing, like a little while back. I guess over the like a little bit over the holidays, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know. So basically, he had like a whole bunch of people at his concert that were either like injured or died because of lack of ability to be receiving medical attention. There was too many people, and he was just like carrying on like it was like nothing.
Allegedly, he did not see what was going on, so he was unaware that this was going on.
Yeah,
is why he didn't stop it.
Right.
Fast forward to now, Billie Eilish. I guess.
So I guess now she has her own concert, and she mentioned
now as if she's never done a concert.
I know the way that I talk, right? So she's got this concert, and I guess somebody was in need of some sort of attention, something, and she paused so that this person could receive the attention that they needed, and then she made her.
She just made a comment like, "Oh, like we at my concert, we wait for people to like be good," something like that. Like it was a basic, whatever, paraphrasing. So don't get all mad because I didn't use the right words, but essentially that. Mm-hmm. And I guess turns out that Kanye and Billie Eilish are headlining at Coachella, which actually Travis Scott was supposed to headline, but then they took him off.
Yeah.
And then, so now there's this, and then Kanye basically put out like a Twitter, or I don't know if it was Instagram, but it was somewhere posted on the internets that he's going to pull out if she doesn't apologize to Travis Scott.
I wish she would.
I know. I know.
Wish she would.
Which she responded to his message, like she commented in his comments herself, or
whatever,
PR people, whoever, and said, I'm not going to, like, what am I apologizing for? I didn't say anything about Travis Scott.
Right.
Which
it's just people making assumptions at this point.
Like, you're just making drama where there's no drama.
Yeah.
Like,
it's one thing if she was like, unlike Travis Scott, like then you'd be like, okay, you're talking about whatever. But she just made like a statement that they're reading into. Maybe she did think about that when she was saying it. Maybe she didn't. But we can't tell because she didn't say specifically. So for them to now be like offended and wanting to pull out, like it's totally like ridiculous.
And Kanye, like, get your nose out of other people's business. Because first of all, like, he's always feuding with people, always like basically like putting people down.
Just go away.
If Travis Scott didn't ask for an apology, it's none of your business.
Right.
And why are you feeling guilty? You know what I mean? Like, you didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
So
why are you putting your nose there where it doesn't belong?
And in the past, there has been clips, like after the whole Astroworld thing, there was clips of all these different
artists
stopping their concerts in general, not necessarily after that, but in general, like during time, to have people help, like, oh, don't you see that this is happening, or don't you see that that's happening, or whatever, and stop their concerts to make sure that people were like not fighting or not passing out or whatever it was. So it's not something new that she's done, and because we've seen previous clips of like her doing that. So it's just something she does. So it could have just been a comment. There's a lot of times that you make comments and it might offend someone who's there because something that happened to them personally.
Right. It just resonates with different people.
But it's not that you're calling. It's not that you're calling that person out. It's just that you're saying, "This is what I'm doing." And if the other person feels the way, then I'm sorry you feel that way. But I said what I said.
What's worse is the fact that it's not even Travis Scott being the one being like offended. It's this fool who's decided to like insert himself into this drama. And you know what? Like, pull out of the concert. Like, go ahead. Like, nobody cares. Like, just go away, Kanye.
It's so
it's so unprofessional, like you were saying.
Yeah, I find it so unprofessional with these famous people. Like, they just feel like, you know, and it's like, you're getting paid to be
not
there.
Everything
like,
has
you're
to be
not doing
personal.
it pro bono. You're not doing it free. Like, stop using all this stuff to like hurt someone else.
It's not a passion project.
Like, these are people's money.
Yeah.
And it's one thing if she was hateful, if she was saying like she really did call him out.
Yeah.
If she was being like any type of hateful, like...
You can't just... The amount of energy it takes for him to read into something that wasn't said it in a specific way, for him to feel those feelings and get so worked up that he feels like he just might pull out of this venue because of what she may or may not have said about Travis Scott is ridiculous and so wasteful. Like why would you give her so much power,
right,
to do that?
I don't get it.
It's so stupid. I mean, these are people that are supposed to be like high value people.
So going along with this famous people doing famous people things, recently in the news again, another breaking news
this week,
event.
I think it was.
So the Oscars are down in viewership. Yeah, listen. So they're down in viewership, and they've been going down in viewership over the years. And I think, so I guess it was commented on, and then I think it was Seth Rogen or Jonah Hill, one of the two. We can look it up. I'll just write the right name right here. Well, we'll just keep saying Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen. I'm pretty sure it was Seth Rogen. Anyway, tweeted like, why do famous people feel that the Oscars are so important? I'm trying to keep going, and this girl is like,
I cannot. You said famous. I love you. I'm sorry.
Why do these famous people feel that anyone cares about them? Like, why do we care about the Oscars? Why do we care about who famous people vote each other as best, like most deserving of an award of best actor or whoever, best... I forget what he said. He actually said something funny. Look it up.
Who?
Seth Rogen, I think it was, not Jonah Hill.
Let me find out.
So, like, who
the power
best,
of the
like,
internet.
Best, like, something toe.
Seth Rogen, Oscars. I don't care who wins the automobile awards. No other industry expects everyone to care about that awards. They shower upon themselves.
Like, so that was one of his comments, which is true. Like, no one in any other industry cares about any other industry. So why do we care about these people? Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get why movie people care so much if other people care what awards we give ourselves. To me, maybe people just don't care. Okay. I think they should just stop. I've never watched the Oscars. Either way, like, I think the only time, like, if I know the Oscars are coming on because everyone always talks about it, and they're like, oh, a certain person is going to be performing whatever, then I'll be like, oh, maybe I'll check that out. Well, but I'm not trying to watch the whole show.
It's like, it's 100% like football for anyone who doesn't watch football. Generally just wants to see
the halftime
or the highlights of the halftime, depending on who's performing. Right. So with the Oscars, it was always, exactly that. Whoever's performing, you just wanted to see their things. And then as the internet got more and more became more and more savvy, I guess, because obviously pre-wireless internet,
you had to watch it to watch it.
Yeah, you had to watch it, right? But now it's like
you can go on YouTube and
just
find the
see
clip.
the performance. Yeah, so you don't even have to watch. And I think when I was younger, there was more of those magazines that were like 17 and Cosmo, and it was like more of a thing to buy those magazines, and then you would watch the stuff because it was the only time that you would be able to see these famous people that you like.
Maybe,
do you know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas now it's like...
They're everywhere.
It's oversaturated.
Constantly accessible.
Like it's too much. It's too much. So I don't care. And I don't care who wins best. But I remember being invested in it back in the day, though.
I never was.
I was young. I was like 17, 18.
Even then, I still wasn't... I'm like, I always thought it was boring.
I was like, oh my God, Brad Pitt didn't win? Or no, it wasn't the Oscars. I'm lying. Wrong golden.
There you go.
Wrong golden.
There you go.
Awards. It was Grammys. The Grammys were always
I always like the Grammys because I love music. Music is like, I love that. So Grammys was like more I gravitated towards that. But like the Oscars, I was just like, I don't want.
You're right. Yeah,
it's boring.
I think. I used to watch the red carpet. I find that was fun for me. But that's also because I was always into fashion. So just seeing people's like, I'm into fashion and I'm also like Disney brainwashed, so these ball gowns were like my jam. So I didn't mind watching that part, like the pre-show. But the actual show itself, I never really watched, which is funny. Sad. Yeah. But funny.
I think the Oscars are, I mean, they did say it was declining in viewership, and for like obvious reasons, like nobody cares. Like nobody cares anymore. Like there's other things going on, and as we mentioned, the accessibility of all these celebrities, there's no need to watch these live things anymore.
Yeah, and I don't care who wins what, because it doesn't matter, because next year someone else is going to win something.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it matter?
Exactly.
Like we said, Oscars, not a thing. Simone's not watching it. I'm not watching it. Talking about people who would be at the Oscars? No, she wouldn't. She would be at the Grammys. But same, another famous person, Adele. How do you feel about that whole thing that happened this week? So what happened this week?
So what happened was she won an award at, I think it was some British award.
At the non-binary award show.
So they changed everything for the British awards to be not non-binary, but like non-gender. Like it's gender neutral.
Oh, that's
so there's no more like best female.
Don't come at me for saying non-binary. I meant gender neutral.
Yeah. So they made everything gender neutral, and then they're like instead of like best male or best female, like everybody was just like, it was like best artist or best pop song or best whatever. So then I guess she won an award for something.
Again, we don't care.
And she was saying in her acceptance speech, she was talking about, like, I know that we've made everything gender neutral, but I really love being a woman in music. And I love being a female artist.
And I'm really proud of that.
And I'm really proud of that, whatever, right? So then now all these people are like raking her over the coals for saying, and calling her a TERF, which I don't know if you know what that means.
I don't you know what? It's not everyone. It's, again, a specific
group. That group that is that they feel like they're constantly targeted. Anyways, they're calling her a TERF, which is a trans something.
Look it up.
I forget. Okay, we're going to... What is a TERF? We came across this before when we were doing Dave Chappelle, yeah. Trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Oh, yeah.
So they're calling her that now because she's proud to be a female artist in this industry. Like, I just don't understand how that being said is so offensive. However, you literally cannot say anything anymore.
No,
you cannot.
But the one thing that I did notice this time, which was different than other times, like with people saying stuff, was that there were more people in the comments this time being like, really? Like, we can't say that we're proud to be who we are now? Like, yeah. And it's true, because she happens to be a cisgendered female, right? And she's proud of the fact that she's a female who was able to make it. And we all know that females... She's
gone through a lot of obstacles,
We know that females, like the whole female equity thing, like, it's a thing. You know? And regardless of any other group of people, let it be black people, let it be trans females, trans males, any trans, gays, lesbians, whoever, they all have their own struggle with inequity. No one's struggle is less because someone else has a struggle. Right. Everyone's struggle is something, and everyone has a struggle.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that a cisgendered woman, like, lucky as she was to be born into the body that she identifies with, and, like, is proud of the things that she's accomplished as a woman who has, like, fights inequity all the time in a male-dominated world. Yeah. I don't see why that's wrong, because as someone who is trans, I'm just using trans as an example. I don't, it could be a trans person, and they won an award, and for them to say the same thing, like, I'm so proud to be a trans person, and I'm very proud of, like, all the things I've accomplished as a trans person. I think that's a beautiful thing to say. I think it's equally as good as what she said, because you're just proud of who you are, and I don't see why let's say a gay or lesbian or whoever can be proud of who they are.
Whatever if they've overcome some sort of obstacle. Yeah, exactly. It's so silly.
Yeah. I can see the offense if it was a man who was like, I'm proud to be a man and all the things I've accomplished as a man. Like, I get that, because if
if a man says that, it's like, well, what do you mean you're proud? Like, the world is set up for you to accomplish these things.
Yeah,
there is no obstacle in your way that is preventing you from doing anything because of just being a man.
Well, here, I can't say just a man. Like, if you're a visibly white male, then I could see how
Yeah.
You cannot say that. Like,
the world is set up for you.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't even think a black man would say, I'm proud to, like, I can see him saying, I'm proud to be a black man. Mm-hmm. I can understand that because, again, the inequity
the
there.
Obstacles of
and the obstacles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact that he's a man. Like,
it's because he's a black man.
Being a man helped him not get attacked on the street in some place that he was traveling to by himself. Mm-hmm. Sure. Being a man someone didn't talk down to him, like, because of his gender.
Right.
But he did probably most likely deal with some kind of racist
100%
comments.
And because of that and getting to a point in life that they're able to receive like accolades for whatever they've accomplished. Yeah. In that situation, you can say, yeah, I'm proud
to be a black man.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a black man in this industry. Like, it makes sense. But I just feel like
don't even come up in the comments with like this whole like, well, white people matter too, and they can be proud of who they are. Yeah, you can be proud of who you are, but as like a visibly white male who generally we all know, like we're not oblivious to it, that white males are obviously of privilege and are able to make it through certain things like what's it called?
The doors open a little easier.
Yeah.
A lot easier for a white male than anyone else in the world.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's just a common, like, it's common knowledge. Everyone knows it, and that's what everyone's always fighting about. Any group of people is generally suppressed by
the white man.
Yeah.
100%. Deny it all you want, but it's facts.
So, that being said, we're not hating on white people.
No.
We're just saying that facts are facts, and we said what we said.
Yeah. I feel like people now are just like trying to find any kind of way to, you know, like everything is so offensive or everything is a problem or trying to villainize people for the most ridiculous things.
Yeah. People are allowed to be proud of themselves. I feel like, and she didn't do anything wrong. She just won an award. Yeah, and it's not like she was like rubbing it in the face of like people who are trans. Like, I know who I am, and I have to struggle to figure it out. She didn't say that at all. Like, I just lost my earring backing. She didn't say that at all. Like she was just commenting on her feelings about herself in that moment and what she's accomplished in reference to her obstacles. Yeah, and we all know that the music industry, well, pretty much any industry, there's always like, especially in the music industry or Hollywood in general. Yeah, entertainment. Mm-hmm. There we go. There's been a lot of behind closed doors things that are super questionable. Good. Yeah. So she's probably referring to that. Like, it had nothing to do with other groups. People just like, the people who make these things seem to be offensive are completely forgetting that it's not always about that. Well, this actually goes hand in hand with what we started with. In full circle, it goes hand in hand with the Kanye thing. Like, Billie Eilish was just saying something. She was just saying something that she does. This is what I do. Yeah. And now she's being called out to apologize for it. And it's like, but she didn't say Travis Scott. She didn't. Yeah, exactly. And if you're relating it to that, then you clearly think that there was something that happened at his concert that shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be like, "Oh, what a cool girl. She's making sure that her fans are good. Yeah, they paid to come into her concert, and she's making sure that they have a good time. Right, and they're not dying. Like, that's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. And same goes here. She's a person who's proud of herself, and she's allowed to be. Yeah. And she didn't do anything hateful. It's not like she's saying, I'm proud that... It's not she's like, white power. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of my white pointed hat. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. She's not doing that. Mm-hmm. So, anyway. Let us know what you think about these 3 topics. It was kind of a entertainment dump. Yeah. Literally and figuratively. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let us know. We'd love to hear what you think. Yeah. We like hearing all different thoughts, opinions, feelings in our comments. Let's have a discussion. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, exactly. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.